Hello and welcome, everyone. This is Diane Helmold, and I want to congratulate you all for being here today at the Positively Charged training. We do this every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central, and it's an honor to be your trainer today. And hopefully you'll walk away with a few golden nuggets. I know every time I watch this and a different trainer, I walk away learning something new. But pat yourself on the back. And guys, this will be recorded for a week, so you can go into the Facebook of Positively Charged, and you can actually pick this up and watch it for a week. This photo right here is one of my favorite ones, guys. I'm going to go ahead and mute me out here. This one is one of my favorite ones. It was taken when Kevin finished his last painting job in July of 1996, and he has been blessed to be a stay-at-home dad on his days off in the firehouse, guys, for 25 years. Because someone introduced this to me. And this was not a happy camper 2.5 years prior to this picture. But today, this is our family. Oop! Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to
Just go back to full screen.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's not showing it's not allowing it.
Upper right hand corner next to your X.
It's something with the screen share. Hang on. Hi, video panel. Stop share. Hang on, guys. It's just low when I found Relive. I was praying to God for an answer, and I said, Lord, if this is all you have for me, I can't go on. And the reason was my husband was putting in 80 to 90 hours a week as a Chicago fireman and a painter on the side. Left very little time to raise a family and really get to know each other. And I was visiting, doctors, hospital stays, midnight trips to Walgreens with my kids who were so sick. My Eddie right here, he was 5. Diagnosed with eczema when he was born. He would scratch till he would bleed, looked like he had year-round chicken pox. And I thought, this poor boy is going to be scarred for life. We were ready to give him cortisone shots. Elizabeth right here underneath him, she was age 3. She was ready to get tubes in her ears for chronic ear infections. And we had a referral, to put her under. And she also had ADD issues. She could not complete a task. And we butted heads regularly, and she was only 3. And this little one, this one here, she was 3 months old, and she'd cry every day since birth. And I'll tell you, I was out of my mind. And at one point, I just said, Lord, I can't go on. And that's when my friend shared Relive with me. And I want you to understand, all of you, we are one phone call away from changing a life. And what she said to me is, Di, do you got a minute? And I said, yeah, what's up, Peg? She said, I found something I'm really excited about, and I thought of you. It's a company of blessing lives and 2 prayers of today, health and finances. And I thought of you. You got to come hear about it. And I remember asking her, oh, I don't know. What is this, Peg? What are you talking about? And she said, I'm not going to tell you. Just come over. And it was her conviction that got me to get the kids together and go to her house. And, the weird thing is we hadn't talked in like 6 months because we both just had our 3rd baby, and we kind of were MIA. And I thought, Lord, why is she calling me right now? And, it was divine intervention. It went to her house, and one thing led to another. I became a customer. I put my vitamins aside because I saw all of these people feeling good. There's 9 in her family, and I would follow this family anywhere. And I just said, all right, I'll get on it. If you guys got off your vitamins and you're all having these results, I'll try it. That night I went to a meeting. She was very smart. She brought me to a presentation to see a bigger picture that she really couldn't share at her house. And we have that every Tuesday night in our Positively Charged system. You can bring someone to a meeting right in their home. But I went to a hotel and I saw a business, and I said to her, I elbowed her, you mean I can make money helping people by just introducing them to these stories? I can make $2,000 a month. And the very first time ever since I was married and wanting Kevin out of his side job, did I ever see there was hope. And I said, I can do this. If you can help me, I can do this. Tell me what I need to do. And I'll tell you, I was a very good student. I learned it because I had a need. I needed to bring them home. And so we got started on the products. We did a quick start. At the end of the month, we were master affiliate because this mama was off the couch, back into life, doing more in a day than I did in a week. And if you were an arm's length of me, you heard about Relive if you were complaining. And I probably didn't do it right. I hosed a lot of people down, and there are a lot of people maybe who won't join me or get on the product because initially I did it wrong. You don't want to do that, but I was so darn excited. I'm a very quiet, reserved girl when I got started, and Kevin's family, they call me Shy Di, not anymore, but they did. And I am telling you, I had such personal growth and so happy in my heart. When I find something that I love, I will share it. In 6 months, we got off all meds and we had no more worries, including my husband, who was very healthy. He got off his allergy meds and he had no more headaches, was not popping ibuprofen. I got my husband back. We got each other back. We got our life back. The dynamics of the family changed. I added 6 hours to my day. That chronic fatigue lifted, anxiety, depression. I added 2 hours in the morning, getting up earlier, 2 hours in the evening, going to bed later, and 2 hours in the afternoon. Even when I couldn't nap, I was lounging around and just cranky. I was a complainer. And oh my gosh, it was like a light bulb went on. And to see happy, healthy kids, and in 18 months, I had delivered a Relive baby, which is Rosie right here. And I'll tell you, when I look at where I came and where I am today, those kids today, our Relive baby's 25, our oldest Edward is 32. They're all married. When Rosie was born, Kevin left his side job and he came home to be a dad. Because when Rosie was born, I started crying and he's like, what are you crying for? I said, because every time we have a baby, you take off a week. But you don't know the other 3, you're not going to know Rosie. What if I can keep doing the Relive? And he said, I'm tired. I'm done. Take over. I looked at him, I'm like, are you serious? And now I'm trying to get worried because I'm like, I got to make $2,000 a month, right? I was probably making $900 a month. And he said, I think you can do it. And he goes, I'm done. And he closed down the painting business, didn't take any more new jobs. His last one was in that previous picture, was 6 months after he closed it down. And that's when he went and got that red convertible. We went out to have ice cream. And I'll tell you, our family has just been blessed so many ways. And I look at them today. This income is always supplementing Kevin's fire department income, and it went on to double. I've made as much as $12,000 in a calendar month. I can't believe the money that I make, and it's all by blessing lives, guys, by helping people. And today, you know, looking back, it paid for private school from kindergarten to college at 4 of their weddings. And this house is in Vegas, where we celebrated Thanksgiving, and we helped bring all the kids in, and we celebrated 12 days. And I'm telling you, they got to know each other again, and the grandkids, and it was so much fun, a blessing for a mom, because these 4 kids live in 4 different states, 3 different time zones. They're not near each other. So we can, and we have, and we will continue to pay to bring them together. And we're going to do another Thanksgiving this year in Las Vegas. You know, today I'm 61, Kevin's 59, he's retired, and we can come and go at a whim. And I don't miss a beat with my business because it's portable. Everything's in my book bag or on my phone. And everywhere around us, guys, people are tired, they're sick, and they're broke. So I'm going to share with you what my friend shared with me 27 years ago. And hopefully you are going to see, hey, I can do this, just like what I said. There's basic leadership principles. You know, leaders are always positive. There could be 20 things going wrong. There could be 3 things going right. Leaders focus on what's going right and they build with that. They don't worry about the negative. Eileen Tesh will always tell you, we are what we think about. Leaders take action daily, not once a month, once a week, daily. Setting appointments. What's my goal? Every single day, Monday through Friday, I want to do an appointment. Do I always do it? No, but it's always my goal. And in that, you're going to be sponsoring. You're going to be practicing integrity. You know, doing what's right when no one's around and no one's looking. Are you still calling people, making your phone calls every Sunday night? Are you taking a look at your schedule and seeing what you need to do? Leaders shine the light on others. I love this. I love helping people develop their story so that they can share on one of these calls. It is so rewarding to see them, build them up, help them to get the promotions, the bonuses, helping them to earn trips. So you want to shine the light on others, not you. Get yourself out of it as quickly as possible. Leaders are a product of the product. Probably one of the best compliments that I can ever get. It was just given to Kevin and I a week ago when we went out with a friend in Las Vegas. She said, you and Kevin certainly are a product of the product. You don't act your age, you don't look it. He's 59, you're 61. She said these products must really be working. Now, she's not on the product, but one day she will understand people are looking, they're watching. You have to have a smile. You have to be a product of the product all the time. Dress right. I always have my reel of attire on. So does Kevin. And leaders build teams. With these people you're building up, you're helping them build their team. And who do they know? Keeping the business simple. There's 3 P's to the reel of business, guys. There's people, products, and process. And we're going to go through each of them, and you're going to see how it equals growth. So we'll start with people. If you're always bringing new people to Relive, you will succeed. You want to create that living list of those you know who need more money, okay? Fill in the blank. How much money do they need, okay? Are they complaining? I wish I could do the kids' activities. How am I going to retire? How can I give back to my community? I don't have an extra penny. How can I have better health? I'm so tired of living like this. They're complaining that they want a better life with balance, flexibility. They want to get fit. People will tell you what concerns them if you listen. And this is an important statement, and I'm going to tell you guys to write it down, that the questions we ask are more important than the things we say. People don't listen when we're talking and hosing. Get to know them and ask questions. What keeps you up at night? Or what do you think about when you wake at 3 a.m.? My favorite is, if you could change one thing in your life right now, what would it be? And you want to be bold, okay? Be bold and ask, hey, are you serious about what you just said? You really want to find a solution? And you look them straight in the face and you call them on it, guys. Because if someone's complaining to me, they're going to hear about this, right? But I'm asking questions first. I'm not saying you need to get on Relive. I'm saying, are you serious about that? Are you open to hearing about something that could possibly be a solution? And I love what Joyce Holthouse says. It doesn't cost you anything to listen. Guys, the verbiage is so important. Another one is, if I, would you? If I sent you a video, would you watch it? If you and I went out for coffee, would you meet with me and listen? So fill in the blank. If I, would you? There's 2 people I put in my pipeline just last week from our Zoom Bible group. Now we were meeting in person. Now it's back on Zoom for whatever reason. But this guy was late because he had headaches and he kept complaining. So we were praying for Joe. I put Joe in my phone. Then Martha, it took her a while. She had her video on, but she couldn't even get to the seat. It took her a while because she had a cane. And she said, I'm so sorry. I'm aching all over. I put Martha in my phone. Let me tell you how I do it. And this works for me like you wouldn't believe. I take my phone, I put a capital P /space, Joe, Bible group, Joe Smith. It actually isn't Smith. I don't even know his last name. I just put Joe. And of course you want to put their last name too. And then in the notes you write down, he has headaches. He was late getting to the Zoom, and you date it, okay? And everything that you learned about him that day, you write it. Then you hit save. Then you go back and hit P /space, Martha, aches and pains, takes a while to walk, uses a cane. She's 55, a retired nurse on disability. So I hit save. So now what do I do when I want to find these people? I do a search for capital P /space, and they all pop up. And now I have all the people that are prospects, okay? And once they're a prospect, they're off that list, and I put them on a follow-up sheet. So we're constantly connecting with our ever-growing list, wherever you have it, in your phone, your yellow legal pad, wherever you meet people, you want to have a place to put them. I have a distributor, the names and numbers are on pieces of paper everywhere. And I just say, oh my goodness, how can we get this together so you know what you're doing and you're organized for a power hour? So we want to put everything consolidated together. And I'm going to give you an example of someone I put in my keys a year ago. I worked for a candidate in Las Vegas a year ago. We went to the center and we had our computers. We never talked about our family life, our home life. It was always politics. And I had her name down. And I had no idea she was so sick, guys. But this was a year ago. So I come back to Vegas. She goes to Pennsylvania to see her mom. She comes back. I go to Chicago to see my mom, and just missed each other. But we never phoned each other, but always text. And I have a lot of those people from the campaign where we just text back and forth. So this is just one example of Brenda in my prospect in my phone, right? So anyway, I call her up. I said, we're back in Vegas. I know you said you're here. Let's go see a show. She's a musician in Vegas. And she goes, oh, I don't like to go there, but I do like the Cantini. Why don't you join me? My friend's the singer. She's singing Woodstock songs. You're going to love it. And I said, oh, okay. Kevin and I will go, definitely. So we went, we met her there. We're ready to order our drinks. And what does she say? After we were talking, she never met Kevin before. So we're kind of talking and getting to know each other. She said to the guy who's serving the drinks, well, easy with the alcohol. I'm on medication. And I looked at her and I'm like, medication? After he left, I said, what are you on medication for? You look so healthy, Brenda. She says, oh, car accident 20 years ago. My neck aches and I have this emergency gel pack. And she goes, I just can't have high alcohol. I said, oh my gosh, I had no idea. I said, are you on medication? No, I hate pills. I said, so you're into alternatives? Yes. And I said, and then the show started. Wouldn't you believe it? And I said, you know what, Brenda? I said, the show's starting. I know you're seeing your friend at the end. I said, I'm going to call you Monday morning, okay? Or Monday, sometime Monday. Can I do that? She said, yes, please. I said, yeah, we need to talk. So Monday, what do I hear Saturday? This was Friday. What do I hear Saturday morning? Hubert Washington on the training, car accident, and he recovered. I put him on the phone, set it up. I just texted him, can you share with me after 4? And he said, sure. I had texted her previously, I'm free after 4. Are you? She said, yes. And then I said, Hubert, this is great. She can listen. He shared, and guys, she ordered the product. So this is how you keep in touch with people. I have another woman from the center, Patty, and Patty Evans, who has not been on the product yet. She's heard about 6 calls, but she's in my phone. One day she will get on the product. She's watching, but I'll tell you what, I'm still caring for her. We're in Bible group together, and I know that she has so many issues. She says, I'm a mess. So you want to write these people down, keep track of them. Referrals, I got a referral the last 3 days in May, and that was the completion of my global ambassador. This referral is in Las Vegas, and she and her husband got on the product and quick started. I showed her the 40%, how they could get a year's supply, and I showed her the 25. And I'll tell you, when you show the 40% in bulk and then the 25 doesn't look so bad. She goes, well, I'd like to do that, but let me just do the 25. And I'm going to take these people through IXAR, the 5 simple steps, and we'll go over how we identify, how we connect, share, ask, and register. And you're going to set appointments and share the real story. So what did I do with Brenda? I said, after I finished sharing my story with her, and I called her up and I said, Brenda, I know we said we were going to talk now. Is this still a good time? And she said, yes. And I said, great. And I said, first of all, I want to thank you for, inviting us Friday night. It was awesome. And I said, but the second thing I want to say is I had no idea you had a car accident 20 years ago and living in pain. And I am so sorry that I am just telling you now about this company that I'm a part of. Did anyone in the center tell you what I do? And she said, no. I said, I work for an international food science company. Let me tell you what happened to me and how I found this. I was in pain like you too. Not the physical pain, emotional pain. And afterwards, I say, are you open to hearing the rest of the story? She said, what do you mean? I said, the prices, the products I would recommend, and you can buy in bulk. She goes, yes, I would. I set her up for a presentation, for a recorded product presentation. She loved it. And just learn to listen, guys. Learn to listen. Do personal presentations, videos. Richard Van says, throw a party, invite people, serve the energized, talk about realists, share stories, have fun. People will tell you what they want, but are we listening? Are we jotting down in our phone and making a mental note, a written note of what they want? Remember, though, the most important connectors are stories. And the products, guys, we have 18, 19 products. And it used to be that we started with the Mighty Three, the fiber, the energizing core nutrition. But it went to the core nutrition and the Lunison about, 8 years ago. Now I like the core nutrition and the protect. So know that they all need a core nutrition. They can't just really get it targeted. I mean, I don't recommend that. They can do what they want, but I tell them I would encourage you to add the now to that. And then a perfect example is Cindy once met a friend of hers who's in the same neighborhood as us. Her husband's a retired lieutenant from the fire department, just like Kevin. And so we were talking, and she said she just wanted the Lunison. And I said, well, what did you want the Lunison for, And she goes, oh, it just sounded interesting. I went to PubMed and I read all about it. And I said, so do you have aches and pains? It's like she just wasn't opening up. She goes, no. I said, no arthritis. She goes, no. I said, so like inflammation? And finally she opened up after asking questions. I haven't been the same since my gallbladder was out. We started talking. She can't lose weight. She has weight around the waist, IBS issues. And we started talking, and I know Cindy was jotting down everything she said on a customer follow-up. And I said, I know you just want the Lunison, but I encourage you to get a core nutrition. And I would say now. You need to get the now to help balance out the body, and that Lunison will work that much better. She said, okay. So she got a large Lunison and she got a now. And, guys, we just need to really take care of people, ask them how they feel. We need to tell them how to take it. And what I tell people is, I'm not going to tell you how to take it. When it's delivered to you, call me. Now, what does that give us? One more reason to call them, right? And talk with them about Relive. I never give them the instructions initially. I say, you know what? Call me when it's delivered. Of course, when I go to their house, I tell them how to take it. And then we have a customer follow-up sheet. I'll show you in a few minutes. We have a customer follow-up sheet that I have folded in a legal size envelope with my business card. It's already stamped and it's already my address, return address. All I have to do is put their address and a little cute note on a post-it, welcome to Relive. And it's a page for them to journal. And I don't email it anymore. I mail it out to them. And they call me when they get it and they love it. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you. And I said, now you want a journal? We got to continue this conversation. And that's the phrase I use. We got to continue the conversation. And that's what we said to Cindy's friend, Maureen. We need to talk once a week. Just like church once a week, AA, Weight Watchers, there's something about staying connected, Maureen. She said, okay, so we will be in touch with her. Well, Cindy will. Anyway, guys, that's the products. We can trust the science. We have 10 U.S. patents. I love the way this is worded on this page with multiple independent studies. We don't need to prescribe you need this for that, or that needs this. Don't be the scientist. We already have the scientists, okay? They're at Relive. They're working, and we just have to market their products. But we need to avoid overselling. I love starting with core nutrition and one targeted product. This is our latest for Protect. I absolutely love it. It's made with patented technologies. The RLV Protect merges 3 cutting-edge health technologies in one product. So the Lunison is liquefied, the nutritional epigenetics in this nanotechnology, okay? And it's reaching our endocannabinoid system. So it's a peppermint taste. You put it under the tongue. It's our most recent of the hemp product line. And I'm telling you, I can't do without this. It's makes me sleep even deeper. I go to bed at 6:30, or 10:30. I wake up at 6:30 and I am focused to do my to-do list. I can't believe how good I feel on this stuff. And I will actually just take 2 drops at night, 2 drops in the morning, and during the day, I'll take 2 drops, maybe 2, maybe 3 times, and it helps with stress and anxiety. So this is a fantastic product to add to the core nutrition. And the process is the next thing. So we talked about the people. This is the process, how to develop your Relive story. You want to know how to share it in a minute or less. We're going to go through the IXR, the success starts here. How do we build with these people? Learn the compensation plan and build your team. So how do you develop your Relive story in a minute or less? And guys, I'm going to tell you, encourage you to go to Positively Charged Facebook group files and click on how to share your story. Sean Bergeron has typed up how to share your health and how to share your business. And if you're in this business and you haven't gone there, you need to go there. I can't say it enough, and learn it, because then it's fun. You can share it and tweak it, and now you can help others in your organization. Okay, maybe it's one person. That's okay. Help them. Now there's the 2 of you sharing your stories, and you want to get on Zooms like this to share. So your name, where you live, what your career is, if you're retired, how were you before Relive products, how after? How's your finances before Relive, how after? And experience, you know, your experience, like since being introduced to Relive, like a little closing note. And we have 3 fantastic leaders in Relive. They're rocking it. I just love them. And they're not financially connected, but they have agreed to come on and share for us. And we would love to have with Colleen Keelton. You are rocking it in Granger, Indiana. Please tell us what's going on with you.
Oh, I am so excited about what's going on in my business and our organization. Do you want me to share my story or tell you what's
Your
going on?
health and your health and business. Yeah,
All right,
just like a
all right.
Tuesday meeting.
Okay, so I started on the product 24 and a half years ago when I was 7 months pregnant with my 4th baby boy. And I'm telling you, I was tired. I would get up every morning and take Tylenol and drink about a half a pot of coffee just to make it till noon where I could sleep again. I was miserable every day of every hour of my life. And I heard about these products and I just rolled my eyes, honestly. My ex-husband, he was a workers' comp judge. He was my husband at the time. He traveled. He worked 18 hours sometimes in a day. And we were all stressed out. I never told him what to do, but when I heard there was a money-back guarantee, I came home, I said, we're trying these products. And he said, okay. And we got such fantastic results. I got so much more energy. I bounced back after a 20-minute cat nap rather than trying to get a 4-hour nap just to survive. And I got into martial arts. I became a state champion. My son got off all of his asthma medications. My other sons were hardly ever sick anymore. And my husband's doctor called me with his credit card and decided that he wanted to get on these products because of the results that he saw with my husband. We've just been incredibly blessed over and over and over. And as years go on, at 25 years, I continue to be blessed. Lately, about a year ago, I decided to get back into Relive and back in with full speed. And we've been having an absolute blast. We meet every single day now on the Zoom, and we call it kind of like a water cooler. But every single day at 10 o'clock in the morning, we meet. It's kind of like a coffee shop, and we share. And we're just really building strong relationships. And now people are starting to develop. We have somebody coming in as a master, another quick start, and then so we're not financially connected in that group, but we're all supporting each other and all growing. And looking forward to qualifying for that global ambassador team.
Well, I know you will, Colleen, and I've been joining you on some of your Zooms, and they are so much fun. You have a group of people, you're not even financially connected. Kathy Casey's working with you. Who's another one I see on there? Emily McMillan. And I'm joining you now, and I'm telling my group. So thank you so much for sharing, and I'm enjoying enjoying working with you. You are excited. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane.
And Tom Ty, let's go to Beaver Creek, Ohio. What's the Relive meant to you and your family, Tom?
Hey Diane, this is Tom Ty from Beaver Creek, Ohio. My background is in aerospace engineering, and we love Relive. I was introduced to Relive through a colleague at work. When I looked at the products and saw that it had a patent on it and had no warning label, I understood what those two things meant. So I was very impressed with the products, and I believed in long-term prevention, although I thought I did not need the products initially. I began taking them anyway. And you know what? In the first few weeks, I realized I had better energy. I wasn't looking for that cup of coffee all day at work, and my almost a pot of coffee habit went down to about 2 cups a day. Guys at work noticed that. My sleep was better. I was waking up actually in the morning, probably before the alarm clock, something which hadn't happened since high school. And a few months into it, I realized my allergies, seasonal allergies, were not kicking up. And I stopped taking those allergy shots I've been on for many years. I haven't had an allergy shot now in 27 years. Just love these products for almost 28 years now. But my wife and I were looking for income into our household. We have 4 children, and our desire was to help them, to put them in Christian school, starting at kindergarten through the 12th grade, and be in a position to help them in college if they choose that path. So we got started right up. I love the fact that I could build a business and have a residual income that I could pass on to my kids without putting my house at risk or my career at risk. So we got started with Relive, initially part-time, 15 hours a week, but in that consistency, we made $56,000 our first year, which to us is a huge blessing for our household. Allowed us to meet our first goal of letting my wife step away from her physical therapy career while the kids were young. Second year was over 60,000, third was over 70, continued to grow. Linda remained that stay-at-home mom until the kids went into high school, and then she's working part-time as a physical therapist because she loves that. Myself, really grew to the point I was able to exercise an early retirement from engineering, which I did. Today, I'm a consultant back at the laboratory where I used to work. But the freedom we have with Relive was wonderful. It allowed me to step into an assistant coaching position at baseball and golf at our high school when my boys were playing and attending that school. And that was a lot of fun. And I was able to do so because of the freedom that Relive offers us. And today we find ourselves as presidential silver ambassadors with Relive. Our best months have been over $11,000 a month. We continue to enjoy this product, we continue to enjoy the people and the teaching and training. Love it. Can't wait for the next chapter in our lives. We just love this company.
Thank you so much, Tom. I know Linda and we met at a conference and we've been friends ever since. And one time we're like, well, maybe our 4 kids will marry your 4 kids. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And so we've grown up with Relive together because your 4 are the same age as my 4. So, and it's great to have you on. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Jim Osterhout, I know you and I have been doing the Wednesday, 6:30 Zooms since January, and we just had our last one Wednesday for the summer. It's been great working with you. Come on and share what Relive's meant to you, Jim.
Well, thanks, Diane, and it's certainly been great working with you also. Mutual admiration society. But anyhow, I've been involved with Relive for 31 years now. I got involved with the company just a couple of years old. A friend introduced me to the products. I wasn't interested at the time, told him no at the beginning. I was already taking multivitamins. I figured, what do I need this for? He didn't bug me, but he would just call me periodically and tell me the stories about what the product was doing for people. And I said, what have I got to lose? I'll try this stuff. I was not looking for a nutrition product, wasn't looking for a business. I just started a new job where I was a regional manager for a company in the computer industry, and my job was to open up the Midwest. So I had to travel 17 states, and I had to hire about 50 people. So I had no time in my life at all. But, I got on the products and didn't expect much. And I can't tell you how surprised I was. I mean, within a week, I started seeing results. Just a lot more energy, sleeping through the night. I was a terrible sleeper. Brain fog, I didn't even know I had. Kind of lifted. I was thinking more clearly, just felt good every day. Didn't get involved in business right away, but I stayed on the product. 5 months later, back pain that I've been dealing with for, at that time, about 15 years. It was so bad that I had been told that I had degenerative disc disease. I was going to need surgery. My back hurt all day long, every day. And all of a sudden, that pain was gone. About that same time, my springtime allergies, which I had all my life, disappeared, didn't show up that year. And so I started telling people about it. I had a couple of friends say, hey, if you like the stuff that done much, get me some, got some for them, didn't think much about it. But that's when it got interesting, started getting calls from some of their friends saying, hey, can you get us some of that stuff? Well, that told me a couple of things. My friends must be getting results because they're telling people about it. So I thought maybe I should take a look at this. And I went to a meeting they were having at that point, just one meeting in the Chicago area. And that night I heard stories that just blew me away. I mean, people with, diabetes, migraine headaches, fibromyalgia, kids with ADD, ADHD, story after story. And everybody would all end up by saying, I'll never get off these products, or I'll be on these products for the rest of my life. I just thought, if you've got a product like that people are swearing going to use forever, and I knew I'd never get off them. I said, that's a great opportunity because repeat business is what any business wants. And then I looked at the compensation plan and saw that if I did this, it could pay me for the rest of my life, which I knew the computer industry was not going to do. Not only that, I could leave it to my family. And I said, well, it's a no-brainer. So I know I didn't have much time, but I started doing it on a very part-time basis. And, I had modest expectations. I thought, if I can make an extra $500 a month in this, maybe an extra 1,000 even, if I get real lucky, that's just add that to my kids' college fund. So I did it very part-time. That first year in 6 months, I made about $18,000. I said, well, that's not bad part-time. I was traveling sometimes 5 days a week. The second year, still part-time, went over 48,000. My third year, I hit presidential director. Part-time now, my income was over $100,000 a year. Stayed part-time throughout the 90s. I figured as long as I could do both, why not? And I was meeting people when I was out on the road. So I didn't talk to them about the computer industry. I talked to them about Relive. Found a lot of people, signed up people, even people I sat next to on airplanes. And in 2000, my segment, part of the computer industry I was in, kind of took a downturn. And I said, you know what, I'm done. I don't need this anymore. The company I was with was acquired by another company, and I didn't want to work for that company, so I left the computer industry. That was in 2000. But that year, my part-time income hit just about $200,000. And it's all I've done since then. This company has been awesome. Put both my kids through college on what I've earned from Relive. To put those two kids through college is just about $250,000. And I could not have done that without Relive. They had no college loans. They didn't come out of college owing money. Bought a new home, and it's just been an amazing, amazing journey. Relive has taken me to, virtually all over the world: Rome, London, Paris, Ireland, Hawaii a couple of times, Amsterdam, Scotland. I mean, it's just been awesome. Germany, cruises all over the Caribbean, Cancun, Los Cabos. It's just been a terrific, terrific thing. And the thing that has me really, really excited right now is this new product. I mean, talking to Bob Montgomery, and I don't know if you recall, but, we had him on our Relive reboot call a couple of weeks ago. And he said something that really jumped out at me. He said, excuse me, this new RLD Protect product, in his mind, was second only to the introduction of Classic as far as importance for Relive. Boy, I think he's right. This product is there's nothing else like it on the market. There's a lot of CBD products out there. We know that. There's a lot of junk CBD products out there. Our CBD products are top drawer, top quality. But now when you put Lunasin and CBD together, I thought it's like double dynamite. I mean, those two working together in your body are just awesome. And, you need to learn more. I mean, they're two of the most powerful anti-inflammatories in nature. And now they're working together all through your body. It's just an amazing product, and some of the results we're seeing coming in. To me, it's just like, hey, I'm ready to start all over again. I know, like a lot of us, I really don't need to work the business anymore. But I'm very excited about this new product and putting a lot of people on it. And, it's just like, hey, it's just like starting over. So, boy, pay attention to that product and get out there and talk to people about it because it's awesome.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. You're absolutely right. And I didn't mention, but it comes with a certificate of analysis, guys. There's 70% of the CBD out there isn't what's on, isn't what you think it is. And we have top of the top. So, we've never had one product recall, 32 years in the business, make it right in America, scratch to finish. And just, there's nothing like it. And you three were awesome. I want to thank you so much. You shared a vision, a mom and two dads and all you've done. And yeah, we're going to take Relive to the next level with this Protect. So thank you, you guys. Oh, hang on. All right. It's not moving. There we go. So growth, guys, you can't have what you just heard from these three individuals without personal growth, okay? And business growth. It comes from being in constant state and a constant state of learning. ICSAR is an acronym for what we do in Relive. Let's review. So the I in ICSAR, is identify. Who have you identified you needed to call? Have you thought of anyone? Did you put a name down? How will you identify your people? When will you get started in identifying people or calling that one on your chicken list? And where will you identify people? I'm in Bible groups, I'm in networking groups, all on Zoom. I mean, it blows my mind. Facebook groups, there's so many ways you can find people. And then once you find them, we need to connect with them, okay? How will you connect with everyone? Everyone is so different that we must be flexible. There's so many different ways to reach people today. Facebook, live, in person, over the phone, Zoom. There's so many different ways, but we need to remember the biggest part of connecting is not just talking, hanging up, talking again. It's the connecting. It's that third party validation. The more stories our customers hear, the better results they will have, the more they will succeed, the more we will succeed, and in turn, the more Relive will succeed. Now, again, you can go to These Products Work. You can go to Success. They're both Facebook groups that have stories. One is product, one is success in the business. I use these all the time to connect with people. They're on Facebook. So if you don't know about them, you can call me or ask your upline about them, but they are fantastic to, follow up with your people. And then we need to share the story, guys. We definitely need to share the story, the whole entire story, not just share product, right? We need to share, and we need to know the numbers, how the numbers work. So I'm going to go through very quickly the compensation plan. And I will say, I'm not going to review really in full here, but the bottom right picture, the reason I put this here, this is the last day of my husband's work at the fire department, and his brother is way up in the Chicago Fire Department. That's him in the white shirt, and this was his last day. And just brings a tear to my eye because he loved what he did, guys. And it was something that he loved to do. And but the reason I put this here is this income, know how it works, know how you get paid, because that is the reason why he could retire after 34 years. Okay, because this supplements his retirement, what I earn in Relive. Do you know how we earn an income? Can you do the compensation plan on a napkin? Right here on the left, you earn retail. I want you to just imagine being at the highest profit margin, 40%, because that's where, even if you're eating the product, you need to buy in bulk and be at 40%, because that's where you save the most when you eat it. And every year you just buy a big bulk order, okay? Also, when you start sharing it, you're profiting the most. So when someone orders $100, like right here, $100 is a Canon now and a small Lunar at checks, okay? It's 101, but round it off. You're gonna make $40 helping that friend, their neighbor, their relative. That's 4, 8, 12. That's $120 in your pocket. But it doesn't stop there, because you know what? Just like Cindy Lund's right here at the 40%, put her friend Maureen on the product. It doesn't stop there. She's going to care about this woman. She's going to connect with this woman and connect stories with her, okay? And guess what? Maureen's going to have a boatload of people that if we're doing it right, she will either refer Cindy or she will get in the business. So you're not limited to 3 customers. You can bring in as many as you want. So that is a great source of income, guys. Relive ships it right to them. You don't even need it in your house. You just have to stay connected and follow up with them. Wholesale, this is a stair step. Just look at the 40 and the 25. That's all you need to look at. In Relive, when you join as a business, okay, or just buying in at the best price for the product, everybody pays $20. Every can that leaves Relive has a 40% profit margin attached to it. So you can come in at 40% or you can come in at 25. Now let me explain. The 25 we call a quick start. You're getting $500 worth of product. I'll break it down. It's 5 cans of core nutrition and 5 cans of the targeted. So say it's 500, you're going to invest $375, but you're going to get $500 shipped to you. So you save $125. We call it a quick start. Look up here at 40%. These are the 2 in bold. These 2 have free shipping. All you pay is the tax in your area. And the reason they're in bold is those are the 2 most common ways people come in. So that's all I'm going to talk about. The master affiliate, you get $5,000 shipped to you. What does that mean? It's 10 of these quick starts. So it's a quick start for you and 9 friends. That's how I moved my master affiliate order. My dad helped me. I put it on a credit card. I got the master affiliate order as a young mom, 34 years old, and I was ready to continue taking this product and share it. And I wanted to profit the most money. So I got myself to the 40%. I started at 25, but I ended up at 40. I realized that my friend, when I was at 25 and she was at 25, guess what? I mean, when I was at 25, since every can that leaves Relive has a 40% profit margin attached to it, when they ordered on over the phone, guess what? I would get 25% of the $100. Where did the other 15% go? It went up to my friend who was at 40 because she came in at that level and she spent $32.50 because at the discount level, you're not paying $5,000, you're paying $32.50. There's a discount and a savings, guys, of $1,750 when you do this. So since my friend made that decision, she collected the wholesale from my 25% orders. One day she was on the golf course. At the end of the month in August, she said, Di, we need to look at this comp plan again. She said, do you know that I was golfing and your friend ordered and I made 15%? Let's put that money in your pocket. Let me show you how it's a 2-year shelf life of the product. And in 1 year, if you don't like what you're doing, it's 100% money back on all unopened cans. You have up to 1 year. She says, it's a win-win. And I said, all right. So guess what? I went to the 40%. So 40% means it's a master affiliate. They give you that title. Once you're a master affiliate, guys, now we're going to put you right here in this group. And this is an example of you finding Susan. Susan gets to the master affiliate. What is Susan doing? The same thing you're doing, wholesaling and retailing Relive, right? Connecting them to stories. And I'm working very closely with Susan. I'm going to earn 8% monthly from Susan's group. And certain rules apply. Susan finds Jim. He falls on my second level. I'm going to earn 6%. Jim finds Wendy. You're going to earn 4% from Wendy. She could be in Australia, guys, but you know, Relive keeps track of everything. And because of that, you don't have to worry. And I'll tell you, my check's never been wrong in 27 years. And I get paid the 15th of every month. And Maria, she could be in the Philippines. You're earning 3%. Who finds Bill could be my next door neighbor. That's 2%. So really pays you 5 levels deep. If you found someone and it duplicated 5 levels deep, okay, and that has happened in my organization quite a few times, guess what? Do you think you'll find more? Absolutely, because these customers, they're loving it. If you're loving them, you're introducing them to the Relive family, showing them this, knowing how to draw it on a napkin, right? Then they will join you. Now, what if you had 3? What if you had 3 master affiliates? A friend, a relative, and a neighbor. What if they found 3 friend, relative, and a neighbor? It drops to 9 masters on your 2nd level. You don't know them, but you knew these 3, and you worked real well with them. The 9 find 3, you have 27 on your 3rd level. This is just an example of what could happen. Everybody knows a friend, a relative, and a neighbor. Those 27 find 3, you have 81 master affiliates. You don't even know these 81, but everybody knew 3. They're not doing any more than what you did at the top. Those 3 find 3 of 243 master affiliates, and it creates an incredible income, guys. And this has allowed my husband to retire at the age he did and enjoy life right now. So you want to know that, and I have to share a story. I'm going to share a story. 20 years ago, Mary Peters and I fell upon this recorded call of the marketing plan with Katie Dean, an ambassador from Chicago. You would think we found $1 million. When I called Mary, we were like screaming, and we listened to that. We wore that call out. We played it for our distributors and our organization, and we knew the marketing plan because of that recorded call. And was it God? I don't know. I don't even remember how I found it, but this is how we have to treat this marketing plan. When we got to know how we got paid, oh my goodness. I'm like, Mary, we can really do this. This was a mom of 7. She went on to have 2 more kids. This compensation plan brought Mary home from her nursing job after a year, guys, and she's been a stay-at-home mom. So you want to know those numbers. And then when it's done, A in XR is ask for a decision. What did you like about what you heard, Joe? What questions do you have that I can answer to help you make a decision? And when they look at you like glazed over, deer in headlights, get real with them. Again, be bold. Hey, all right, I'm losing you. What's going on? You gotta meet them where they're at. Don't keep going. Pay attention to the signs of the people you're talking to. And here's another good one. I think Mindy uses this one. Would you rate your business or your health, your interest in the health, 1 to 10? What's your interest? 10 being highest. What about the business? 1 to 10, 10 being highest. How do you rate that? And guys, people who want the business, people who want to be a customer, I always say, who did you think of as you heard this? And I will write down 1 person. My goal is to get 3. What am I doing? I'm helping them develop a list. And I tell them, like this Rochelle gave me 2 names, this last quick start I had in May. I said, Rochelle, do me a favor. Do not talk to your aunt. Do not talk to your neighbor when you're in Utah this week, because you do not have the strength. You need to borrow my strength. If you're going to be talking about it, you text me and say, I'm ready to talk. Then you call me. I will text you back. And only then, because you know what? I missed a lot of people in my center of influence that are not on the product today because I went out and did it myself. That window of opportunity where they're interested, they're asking questions, I couldn't answer. And that window closed. One of them was my sister, my 2 younger brothers. One brother is on it because I did it right. Guys, there is a direct correlation between going out there and doing it right and doing it the wrong way. So you want to borrow the strength. And then you want to register and go. Follow up with these people, How do you follow up? Here's my follow-up sheet. We we have different ones that are all around, and some of you probably have your own team. But follow up. What does your customer care sheet look like? If you need this, just call me. I'll send it to you. Anything I have, I always share with everyone. You want to ask them, how are they feeling today? And this is the sheet that I mail my customers. Now, I just mailed 2 more yesterday. I just love mailing these out, and they love getting them. I'm going to add also that, do you see where it has date of first contact? It's how many times in a prospect, we were like, okay, here's a prospect. They're very interested. They heard stories. And if you don't want to fill in the notes in your phone because they're going to make a decision, and that's really your gut feeling, go ahead and put them on a follow-up sheet as a prospect. I've always done that if I know they're going to do something, okay, and write down what has happened. And then 4 top health concerns. And here's just a few things you can X. And then you journal and document. You got to journal, you got to document in the next 30, 60, 90 days because people forget how bad they felt. And you need something to go back to. Important calls this week. Take a snapshot of this, guys. This is what I put in my planner every single Sunday night. I'm highlighted in yellow. Monday is our commit to success call. It is a training call. You can listen anywhere, in a parking lot, in grocery store, when you're shopping. I don't recommend it, but if you have to, I recommend you have your notebook nearby because these people are rock stars. And last Monday was Dawn Tucci, and she discussed why stories are a big part of our business. If you guys haven't listened to it, all of this is posted again on Positively Charged Facebook group, okay? And they're always posting what's coming up and then the replays if there are any. Monday is up there, it's replay. Tuesday, it's our Tuesday hotel meetings, and it's now on Zoom. Top rock star distributors, great stories. Wednesday, coffee. This is an amazing follow-up. Now, when I'm in Vegas, it's just kind of early for me, but when I get back to Chicago, this is something I never miss. This is a coffee at 10 o'clock with Mindy Jones and Michelle Nesbitt. And I'm going to tell all of you, these are things that, us ambassadors put together, line up stories, take advantage of this. We are people that we don't, like Jim said, we don't need to do the business. We're out here for you. I encourage you to take advantage of that. And at Wednesday, Sean Bergeron is always on the computer. It's a half hour, sometimes 45 minutes. He goes a little long, but if you want to know the marketing plan, you want to get someone on who doesn't know whether they should go quick start or master affiliate, boy, does he break it down 12 o'clock. I mean, these calls should really be packed. Thursday, this is our short and sweet call. Oh my goodness. Tom Ty, you just heard, he's on it. Dawn Van Amberg, Mayor Hill, and it's just rapid fire relive overview with 5 powerful testimonials. And today, 9 a.m., you're here every Saturday, and then we record it, and it's only available for a week. So these are the people that these are the things you get your customers and your distributors on, guys. And again, take a snapshot of this because this is what our job description is. I go to work Monday night. I go to work Tuesday night, Wednesday twice, Thursday and Saturday. It's not many hours. I'm used to 60 hours a week as a teacher, teaching and then doing stuff at home. This is nothing, guys. This is a piece of cake. All right, know the promotions that are going on. You can get someone on auto ship where they save 20% and get free shipping. Always the top of my month is I want to earn the top 3 bonus. If you have 10,000 in personal group volume, you could be in the running. When you get up to 15,000, they add an extra $1,000 to it. So it's pretty impressive. And I've earned it. And I've had many people in my organization who have. It's something you really want to be a part of, guys. The promo 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to take a minute here. So I don't know what happened here, but this is where I got to Global Ambassador, okay? So promo 1, if you have 5 customers that have $100 minimally, Relive in 1 month, Relive will give you $100 product credit. Isn't that awesome? So any distributor you have who doesn't know about the business, help them get 5 customers so they can get 100 product credit. That's always my goal. Who do you know? Do you want to get 100 product credit? Do you want to help some friends? Who's the first one? And, you know, and then when you carry them over to the next month and you add 5 more, that's 10 customers. Check that off. That's one thing you need to do to earn the global ambassador promotion. And you also get $200 product credit. Promo 2 is when you sponsor and someone does a quick start and you do that 3 times in 1 month. They can't be previous distributors and earn the quick start bonus. You have to have them be registered and the $500. I need 1 more this month to do the promo 2. So again, I don't know where it's going to come from. I start my day in prayer. I end it in prayer, and God just makes things work for me. But promo 3 is bringing in a master affiliate. Okay, when you bring in a master affiliate, you help someone get there, get them on Sean's call at 12 o'clock Central. That Zoom explains it, why it's the best decision. Relive will give you a $250 credit, just like they'll give you a $250 credit for bringing in 3 quick starts. Customers need to do at least $100 to participate in that product credit. But this is what you want to do. You want to do promo 1 and double it in a month, promo 2 and promo 3. Now you have your pipeline fill, you have people to work with. Now you want to do a check, $2,000 back to back. Okay, 1,000 of that has to be in overrides. Okay, what you earn from your master affiliates. So when you do that, you're a global ambassador. It's in your reach, guys. It's in your reach. Okay. Build your team. All right. Your business grows when you add team members. Keep the business in balance. You want customers and distributors. Tom Pinnock just explained it on a stage one year. It's like riding a bike. Okay. You need to have customers and you need to have distributors. And as you ride along, you're talking to people and filling your pipeline. Building your team creates a sustainable business. Who have you added to your team this month? Think about who has potential to move up. I have 2 quick starts I believe will move up. How will that happen, guys? Not on their own. Not on their own. I have to introduce them to people who are excited about what they do. And that's what I do on my power hours. Who's excited? Who needs more love? Work with your leaders. You know the ones that want it, guys. Have team calls. Have team Zooms. Help them with their stories. Be there to motivate and lift up. Be willing to pay the price. Let's look at our 5-step system to success. You know, this is what we have to do ongoing, right? We have to identify people. How many are you identifying? Think about, I guess I should say, reflect back and think, have I identified anyone? Is that a big thing that I can do? Have I been identifying people? So it's kind of like, what am I good at? What do I need work on? Identifying, connecting, sharing, asking for a decision. This cute little grandma in Chicago, Kathy O'Loughlin, when she first got started, she would go to a meeting. She'd meet with people and do appointments, and she'd come home and her husband would say, how did it go? Oh, it went great, she said. She was a little like me when I got started, you know, just really reserved. And he said, well, what did they say? What's their decision? She goes, I don't know. He goes, well, didn't you ask? Well, no. And so she began, you know, it's a lot of growth in this business. And Kathy became an amazing ambassador in the South Side of Chicago. Just really leading Relive, helping in the Filipino community with Ludi Furlong, and they had an amazing team. There was a lot of growth with her. Guys, we got to continue to grow. But A is, you know, ask for a decision. Do I need to go back to some people and ask them that? And the R is, you know, who can I register? Who have I registered? And I'm just going to read this. The price of neglect is more costly than the price of commitment. I love this middle one. Investing in your future now. The expense, the time, the effort, absolutely the sacrifices, right? the ups and downs allows you to have a better life later. You have to pinch me. Never would I have dreamt I'd be in the position I am today. Either you let go of where you are and get to where you want to be, or you hang on to where you are and give up on where you could be. The Success Road to PD, this is all we do, guys. We expose people to the products and the process. In that, we sponsor. New people are the lifeblood of the business. If you feel, oh, I can't do it anymore, find some new people, guys. Go join some groups, you know, kill two birds with one stone. Go into a group where you're like minds, okay? And these are the people you want to bring in your organization, and you want to lead by example. People in your organization are probably not going to take the first two steps unless they see you taking them yourself. Effective leaders lead through action. And there's two little quotes that I just love here. Making the choice to make the choice. The right and wrong choices you make at any single moment will have little or no impact on how your day goes, nor tomorrow or the next day. But it is those same undramatic, seemingly insignificant actions that, when compounded over time, will dramatically affect how your life turns out. I love that. And the last one here, to accomplish anything worth accomplishing, to create success, to achieve your dreams. You don't have to do impossible, extraordinary, or superhuman things. None of us three who shared and myself are superhuman and like unbelievably amazing. It's the little things we did on a daily basis. You have to do something every day. You are capable of amazing things, guys. We have an amazing Relive culture that is reaching out to you. Tap into that. Who will you share Relive with today? Have a great day, everyone.